Well, hey everybody. This is the good hive. I say that because this is the third hive, or this is the fourth hive I've been in today, and I'm hoping for some good news. I haven't seen into it yet, but I can tell you that the first three were less than good news. The one right here beside it is now down into just one medium. It had a ton of wax moth damage. The two at the woods, one was a complete abscond, and the other one had a lot of beetles in it, so I did some beetle control stuff there. On this one, I'm hoping for a bright spot. We'll see. So I'm in here for the first time since the formic acid treatment. This treatment is completed, so we should see good things. I mean, we'll see. Step one, we got a lot of bees. I'll take that. I tell you that it's a hard thing to do, and I don't want to be a negative kind of guy, or Eeyore. But man, it's hard when your bees aren't doing good, and it's hard to want to keep going. So this was a medium, empty medium that I had given them just for space, kind of per the treatment guidelines on Formic Pro. We'll see. It looks like they're starting to fill. Goodness, I'm having a hard time with this. Goodness gracious. I'm pretty propolizing this box. Man, I'm pulling hard, y'all. Okay, so it's got some heft for sure. So if you can't probably see it, the deep from this colony, I think I'm going to put it on this colony. So right now this is the pre-formic version of the colony, is the medium with the deep over top. We've got a lot of food in these deeps. I'll take this deep off because the formic is in the top of the medium here. They're getting a little bit flighty. High likelihood I'm getting stung today. Alright, well, we're just going to go ahead and pop the formic patty into the brush. They say they're biodegradable. I hope that's true. Alright, now let's get into it. Very robust numbers, which I can tell you that's a good feeling. I've opened up 2 colonies today that were absolute waste. This one here, queen and a small amount of bees are still present. They're about outnumbered with wax moths, however, and the larvae. Another colony I was in at the woods that they were about up to their body weight in small hive beetle. So to actually open up a box of bees, and even though I'm probably going to get zapped, at least I see some bees. Now I'd love to see some evidence that the queen came through successfully after the formic. Just want to see a little bit of larva. I don't know where she would be laying it. Certainly got her choices. But you know, one of the things I was listening to Kim Flodham and Jim too, and they had a discussion about, you know, what we think of as secondary pests, wax moth and small hive beetle. They got a great podcast, a couple podcasts, but the one I'm mentioning here is Honeybee Obscura. And you know, one of the answers to these secondary pests that they give you and they tell you is the strong colony. Strong colony doesn't tolerate wax moth or small hive beetle, or let me say it differently. They can tolerate it, right? So they can be okay and not let those pests overwhelm them like the other colonies I've mentioned. These are jalapeno bees. They are quite active today. They're bumping and thumping. I don't know if that's coming up on your audio. Let's see how they get active off of the top of the frames. I'd love to see larvae here. So when you think about these things, you think, well, I need to see the queen or whatever. Good luck, bud. Trying to find the queen in 3 boxes. I would settle for evidence of her, but the way things are going today, I'm also not willing to fight about it. I got my nephew's soccer game to go watch here in a minute. What we're going to do, put the bottom back together. Put this giant deep back on. It's heavy. I'm gonna put this feet back on. I don't know if they'll use it this year. I had about enough. Of these bees, and frankly, I'm gonna take this as a positive that there are this many bees. After a couple colonies worth of no bees, or as many beetles as bees. You can look at that honey frame. Nectar is I don't know what. Almost got it starting to cap here. The goldenrod is right on the edge. So I've had about enough. What we'll do is we'll count the medium as good. Assume that the deep is good. This is an empty deep from the colony that had no use for it. And then this is the medium that I put on as room for them. So we will button it up. Pretty impressive colony now. And before anything silly happens, we'll get it buttoned up and call it good. So thanks for watching, and I hope you found that useful.